Yeah, well, we're just doing this for fun. I mean, I really got nothing to like to. I really got a title for this video.
Next, Cary Grant and Tori take on a fiendish flip.
So while Adam and Jamie are doing a myth about an ancient warrior, we're going to do one about a modern one. How so? Well, we're doing a myth from Hellboy, which combines two.
Hellboy, never seen Hellboy. Well, let's see here. Now, the other day I was doing some looking online, and you can find actual old footage of your hometowns online. Recently, I was goofing online and found footage of Niles, Michigan from the 50s. Then I thought, okay, I'll do some more digging from there. Then I found footage of Three Rivers from the 40s. So, that's pretty cool. Now, the 1940s. So, yeah, and you're talking about footage here that's pushing, you can find old footage. I mean, you can find pretty much anything. I mean, if you look like that's a challenge for you guys. If you can find if you can find home videos of your hometown online, find it and watch it. I mean, I found stuff from the 40s from Three Rivers. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, if you type in your home city, you can find footage from your old days. I mean, I found stuff from the 40s and stuff, which is pretty cool. Now, you can go type in your own. Go on YouTube, type in your hometown, see if you can find old videos. Because one day I was goofing online, typed in Niles, Michigan on YouTube here, found footage from the 50s, 1950s. Heck, I found stuff from Three Rivers from the 40s. So who knows? You might find something interesting about your hometown.
The area that became Cologne was first settled in the late 1820s, with Roswell Shellhouse arriving from Ohio in 1829 and building the first log house.
1829?
Hotel for travelers. The village plat was originally drawn in 1832, but officially recorded in 1844.
1832. I'm right. Yeah, 13 years ago.
It took several departments hours to put up.
Yep. I got footage of that fire department too, but my footage is from Three Rivers, not. Tyler, do you have footage in Cologne? I have a few videos of Cologne, but not much. I mean,
within an hour and a half, the roof was collapsed, and that's a terrible thing. Terrible thing for the community.
Dawn Ferdy owns Dawn and Phil's Cafe right across the street from where the fire broke out. As a local business owner, she can only imagine how hard this is for her neighbors.
All the rent I have to go by.
I mean, like me, since I live in Cologne, I used to live in Cologne when I was younger, and I never got into the magic and stuff like everyone else did, but,
Young folks, you're often.
That's surprising. That's usually what my style is.
Main Street in Cologne, Michigan, USA. State Street in South Blackstone Avenue, M86.
That actually is true. Now, I lived in Cologne. I mean, some of my videos still show up on YouTube, but I mean, I don't know what I'm watching. I'm just watching random stuff. Like I said, recently I was goofing off the other day and found footage of Niles, Michigan, where I'm from, and they had footage in the 50s. And now, you can find stuff like your own community. I mean, I found footage of my community I live in from the 1940s on YouTube. I mean, I like this new thing that people are doing. Like the videos I can get here from my city hometown are from the 40s. And the Chamber of Congress did it. The Chamber of Congress did it, which is pretty cool. But yeah. It's pretty neat to find out the fire departments that. We have some antiques and we have some stuff here in town that are quite old. Like there's an item we know about that it's pushing 100 years old now. Yeah, I collect typewriters. I collect typewriters. I use them. I fix them up. I use them. Okay, don't need that. Don't need that tag. I use typewriters still. I still use typewriters and stuff like that. Have you ever? No. Some stuff you can't have where I live. I can't have certain things. Trust me. Some things that you want, you have to have certain permits for. I mean, there's something I want to get my hands on. I found out it's illegal in my state to actually own. You actually have to have a permit to have this. You have to have a power permit to have this item I want to get my hands on. And when I found out how much to go through getting, there's some things I want to get my hands on, but I can't legally get it because I'm not legally able to have one. Hey, you better look at race cars and find out. Race car's an idiot. Well, yeah. Some things you can't have. Like some things I found out, some things I need permits and paperwork saying I can legally own it. Like there was an item I wanted to buy a while back. I found out you need a permit, and it's a permit pretty thick as a dictionary. Or is it thick as a telephone book? Which I actually have those, but yeah, I mean, yeah, you need some things. Some things I was looking at a few days ago. I was looking at maybe getting a certain particular item. Found out it's actually illegal to actually have this in Michigan, so I can't have one. Certain knives are actually illegal. I was looking at some swords or something. Found out the sword I was looking at I cannot legally have in the state of Michigan with the proper paperwork. Yeah, you need paperwork for knives, which I think is stupid. You don't have there's a sword I was looking at in Indiana. I said, how much is this going for? I said, I need to see your ID before I can let you, before we can talk about business. He told me, nope, you can't have this. You're over 21, yes, but since you live in Michigan, you can't legally have this item. I was in Indiana looking at some stuff, and he told me, yeah, you can't have this. Yeah, I told him. I thought there was restrictions with weapons. I thought there was restrictions with guns, not knives. And he told me, nope, you can't have this because you live in Michigan. Because he said, no, I was in Indiana. He said, I can't let you have this because of one reason. If I sold you this and you took it upstate, I could lose my job. And I thought, ew. And the guy was being dead serious. He said you have to get paperwork and proper permits just to have this. I told him I'm not going to use it. I just wanted to put it to be in the attic collecting dust or be on display somewhere. I know, but the police catch you with this item, I can get in trouble. You can get in trouble, and I can get in trouble. I can spend 5 years. I thought he said I could spend 5+ years in prison, maybe or more. And he showed me a book he had with him, and it had all the rules and regulations of certain knives. Do you need it for a pocketbook? I have a few pocketbooks in Michigan. No, I mean the night it was a fancy sword, and then he told me yeah. Well, then he showed me a book he had from 2008. I mean, he showed me an older book. He said, "Here's the rules and regulations you have to go by. Since you want this item, I can't let you have it due to you live in Michigan and blah blah blah." This. Also, then he showed me the paperwork and the laws and stuff. And it's been in the books. I mean, some firearms I understand, but not. I don't understand why. A sword from I don't even know if it was a real or replica, but yeah, I couldn't even get my hands on it because of the regulations and stuff the city has, regulations and stuff. Which, okay, that was weird. No, I was looking at a different type of knife, and so I don't have to worry about it. I didn't buy it. My cousin bought it. My cousin he bought it with no problems because he lives in Indiana. My cousin bought it, and he lives in Indiana. And there's also another reason how he could buy it. He also has this another thing called a magic ticket, so he can buy anything he wants. Wait a minute. Is that my pants?
Pull over. Come on, pull over, motherfucker.
No, that's not my feed. That wasn't my feed. That's not my feed. That's my feed. That's not my feed. I'm just looking at some of my feeds here. Yep, that's on my feed. That's my feed. Not my feed. Not my feed. Not my feed. Let's look at some videos here. See if these videos. Yep. Okay, yep, that's my feed. Okay, that's on my footage. Okay, that's in the Chamber of Congress. 4 years ago, where is that at? Oh, that's the phone company. Okay. Okay, there's 13 videos? Okay, there's a few videos. Okay. But nope. No one is going to do mine. But yeah, can you get it for No, it's a regulation book from it's a regulation book, and every few years the regulations change, and this regulation hasn't changed in years. So
Titanic.
it was a book of rules and regulations of certain the type of sword I was trying to buy. He could let me have. I tried.
Fred, my 1991 7.3 IDI. And this truck is a little rough around the edges, as y'all can see right here. She's not the
Patina.
prettiest. One, the badge is missing here. Two, we got a Bluetooth window. As y'all can see, the window does not roll up. We've also got a fuel gauge that doesn't work. This truck is on a quarter tank currently, but of course, it says it's full. The next one is we have a beautiful
Ford would take. I tried get out. Okay, that's not right. I mean, come on. Ford will take anything. My Ford dealership. Come on. My Ford dealership took my hunk of junk I owned and traded in for a newer Ford. You can get it off free at the Wikipedia page. No, this guy actually had it was a regulation book. So what he was showing me was legit. I don't know what kind of book it was. It wasn't RPG. RPG. I think it's from 20. I mean, I think it's from 2018. I'm not sure what the book was, but I mean, it was a weapons book and state regulations. And the sword he was trying to sell, the sword I was trying to get, this type of style it was actually in the book. And I mean, it was years ago, but it doesn't really matter. Besides, I prefer typewriters and cars. I prefer typewriters and cars and older games. So it doesn't really matter. I was looking. Besides, I was not going to buy it for myself anyways. I was going to buy it for a friend. I don't clip knives. I was going to buy it for a friend. Actually, that's what I was actually trying to do. Buy it for a friend. Because I'm not into knives. No, I never was into knives and still not into knives. I just, I buy stuff for friends all the time. So I don't know, guys. Like I said, it's not really worth talking about. I'm not watching that crap. I copied the Tom and Jerry song. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna reset this, guys. I'll be back in a second. I gotta do a reset.